Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to Mathematics with Shahab Yaqub. So now in Pure Math P1, let's do some nice tricky coordinate geometry questions. And a lot of people they ask about connecting with me. So this is the QR code for Instagram and this is for all social media handles. That's how you can get connected. So now let's get started with this first question, which is question number 34. Let's read it out. So now the question says triangle ABC has vertices such and such and such ABC. Show that this triangle is isosceles and find the exact area of this triangle for 6 marks. Now focus on the word exact. Now first thing we have to understand that the examiner of P1 is very much obsessed with the exact form. It means fraction, it means third form, it means in terms of pi. This is for P1 level. And then for P3, it's a bit more. So now what do I do? Let me write A over here. So A is -2, -1. Let me write B over here, that is 4, 6. Similarly, I can write B and C. So B is 4, 6, and similarly C is 6 minus 3. And then I can write C, which is 6, -3, and A, which is -2, -1. So now I have to focus on the distance. So if I calculate AB, the length of AB, that is -2, -4 whole square, and this is -1, -6 whole square, the whole thing square root. And let me create some more space for this, like this. And over here, what do I get? This is 6 square, which is 36. This is 7 square, which is 49 square root. That comes out to be root 85. Leave the answer as it is. Similarly, for BC, that is 4 minus 6 whole square, 6 minus -3 whole square, square root. This is 4 and this is 9 square, which is 81 square root, which is root 85. And last but not the least, CA, that is 6 minus -2 plus -3 minus -1 whole square, under root. This is 8 square, which is 64. And this is -3 plus 1, -2 square, which is 4. Square root, that comes out to be root 68. Now let me write the things down. Magnitude of AB, root 85. Magnitude of BC, that is also root 85. Magnitude of CA or AC, that is root 68. Since AB is equals to BC, therefore I have proven that the triangle is isosceles. That means two sides are equal. We all know this terminology. Now it further says, find the exact area of this triangle. So now what I can do is that, let me draw these points on a grid. So let me first draw a grid over here. Let me choose a marker. Let me draw the x-axis and y-axis just to have a rough diagram. And then we have -2, -1, 4 and 6. So I have -2, just an approximate diagram, -1. This is A. And then I have B, which is 4, 6. So B is somewhere over here. This is 4 and this is 6, something like this. So that is B. And this is 6 over here. And the last but not the least, which is C, 6, -3. So C is 6 and -3 somewhere over here. This is 6 and -3, that is C. So now this is just a rough diagram, and if I draw it like this, so this is, first of all, this is AB, this is BC, and this is the third one, that is AC. And this is what I have proven, that these two sides are equal. AB is equals to BC. Now how can I find the exact area? Now if I drop a perpendicular like this, so if I draw a line, that would be a perpendicular, not only a perpendicular, it will be a perpendicular bisector. So that's a property of an isosceles triangle. That means if these two sides are equal and if I draw a perpendicular, that will bisect it. So now let me write A over here. Let me write C over here. Coordinates of A, you have to flip back -2, -1, and then 6 minus 3. -2, -1, 6, -3. So M is the midpoint of AC. So therefore the coordinates of M, -2 plus 6 divided by 2, -1 plus -3 divided by 2. So this is 4 over 2, which is 2. And this is -4 over 2, which is -2. That's the coordinate of M. Also, let me find the gradient of AC. Actually, I don't need the equation. So I think this is more than enough. I have M. Let me write B over here, which is 4, 6. So B is over here, 4, 6. I'm interested in the distance. So MB, that is 2 minus 4 whole square, -2, -6 whole square under root. This is 4, this is 64, and this comes out to be root 68 units. So now what do I have? I have this distance, and then I have AC. I think AC is already found. There it is. So now we have AC, which is also root 68 units, and we have MB, which is also root 68 units. So technically MB is the height and AC is the base. So now area of triangle, whatever the name of the triangle is, I think it's ABC, that is half into base into height. This is root 68, this is root 68. Indices is a beautiful chapter. A raised to power of half into a raised to power of half, that is a half plus half, which comes out to be a. So this thing inside is like a, this thing inside is like a, and square root means a raised to power of half. So therefore this is half into 68 root into root 68, that is half of 68. This comes out to be 34 square units. That is the area of this particular triangle. So now that is how we work in the exact form. We were working in surd form. We did not use a calculator, whether we were talking about proving for isosceles or whether we were talking about working for this triangle, the area of the triangle. Now let me just copy this question from here, not this thing, the question, and let me paste it over here because I think there is a second part to it. And that's right over here. Now it says the point D is the point on AB such that CD is perpendicular to AB. So D is a point on AB. So A and B such that CD is perpendicular to AB. Calculate the X coordinate of D. Now again a 6-mark question. Now first of all, let me write A, which is -2, -1, B, which is 4, 6, C, which is 6, -3, D, let's write this thing as XY. And they are only interested in the X coordinate. Let's see. Now D lies on AB. That means let me find equation of AB. So therefore gradient of AB, let me draw this arrow. That's how I work. -1, -6 divided by -2, -4. And let me always double check. It's all good, all clear. So -2, -1, good. 4, 6 right over here. 6 minus 3 right over here. So now this thing comes out to be -7 over -6. And this comes out to be 7 over 6. That's the gradient of AB. So let me find out the equation. Y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. Y minus, let me put 4 and 6. So this is 6 is equals to 7 over 6. X minus x1, x is 4. That is the equation of this thing. So this point D lies on AB, therefore it's a part of this line. Therefore, XY satisfies the equation of AB. So that's one equation that we have because there are two unknowns. The second thing, CD is perpendicular to AB. So let me find the gradient of CD. That is negative 3 negative y over 6 minus x. That's the gradient of CD. Now if CD is perpendicular to line AB, that means gradient of CD multiplying with gradient of AB, the product should be negative 1. One gradient is the negative reciprocal of the other. So what I can do is that I can get rid of this negative sign first. First take common 3 plus y, then take common x minus 6. This is multiplying with gradient of AB, which is 7 over 6 equals to negative 1. All good? So what I have done is that I have taken this negative common, I have taken this negative common, this negative cancels out, and now it's a simple equation that is 3 plus y into 7, that equals to negative 1 into 6 into x minus 6. So now let's multiply it out. 21 plus 7y, this is negative 6 into x, that is negative 6x, and negative 6 into negative 6, that is positive 36. And therefore 7y is equals to negative 6x plus 36 minus 21, that is negative 6x, and 36 minus 21 is 50. This is the second equation. Now keep in mind it's a working for 6 marks, so that means it's a lot of working. Now first equation, the purple one, let me simplify it. 6y minus 36, 6y minus 36, this is after cross multiplication. 7x minus 28, this is 7x minus 28, and do I see a 7x over here? No, that is a 7y. So now this is equation 1, and let me make y the subject. 6y is equals to 7x minus 28 plus 36, 7x, and this is how much? Plus 8. So 36 minus 28 is 8, that's good enough. And then we have this thing as 6y, so y is 7x plus 8 divided by 6. So if everything is done correctly, that is what we are getting. Similarly, y is 15 minus 6x over 7. Y is 15 minus 6x over 7. Let me write it over here. Y is 15 minus 6x over 7. All good? 15 minus 6x. So now the very last piece of working, that is this is y, this is y. Equate them to one another, and we are only interested in the x coordinate. 7x plus 8 over 6, that is equals to 15 minus 6x over 7. This is 49x, 7 8s are 56, 6 into 15 is 90, that is 36x. 49x plus 36x, this is 90 minus 56. So 50 plus 35, that is 85x, and 90 minus 56 is how much? That is 460, 34. So this is 34, x is 34 over 85. So now let's double check. Okay, now we got a weird answer. Yes, and that's correct. 34 over 85. That means this is after simplification. That is 2/5. So that is how this particular question is done. Now, I was interested in solving 2 questions in one video, but I think 1 question is more than enough. One heavy duty question is done and dusted. In this particular question, all just double check. This is AB square 85, BC square 85. We wrote AB as root 85. We wrote BC as root 85. And then AC was root 68. That is this one. Then the midpoint thing and all this thing, we get M is this. BM is also root 68. BM is also root 68. Yes, we got it. And then just ignore this thing. So now area of triangle is 34 square units. That's done. Gradient and equation and simultaneous, and that is how you get the final answer. So that is about coordinate geometry, one tricky question that we just did. Stay tuned for more content on mathematics with Shahab Yaqub. Take care, everyone.